about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go. They playing. Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. They'll send him over to the left. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Listen. Go.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
76, tell him. 76.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You find yourself in this situation, Mike. You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Trap 50, trap 50.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Ready.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Come on.
Now Richardson. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Lions. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Pierre Strong on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Now Strong. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Lance. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Let's go get that 6. Yellow. Let's go. 43. 43. What's that?
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Lions will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Ooh. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On the set. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready. Cut 19. Cut 19.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
19 Lions.
Here's Richardson. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Throwing is Richardson. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
On the ready.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A second down throw for Richardson. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, 43. Hey, 57.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Again, working deep downfield. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This will be returned from the 6.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Richardson to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Richardson. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this 1st half comes to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go now.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll push ahead to the 21. Christian Harris there on the stop. From the gun, Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Richardson going to throw again here on 2nd down. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson going to look to throw. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Off the play fake, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Lions will have great field position right around midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Seven Pirates.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing, Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Okay, break. Let's go. 18, 5 in. Go.
To throw, it's Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Richardson. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Lions first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He's into space past the 25. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Williams in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's Gibbs, and he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. They send the tight end in motion. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Makes the score Lions 35, Chiefs 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes back to the left side in the hands of Rice. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be third down.
Yellow. 50, 50. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw again. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. They get the former number 10 overall pick, Jedrick Wills.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Out quickly here to Worthy.
good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Game on. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's caught by Gibbs. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They motion the slot man left. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 5. First down, Lions.
Here we go. Here we go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second and 7.
Ready. Gotta be lying.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Ready.
So Richardson and the offense ready to go for two.
Let's go now.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, 57 color.
Now, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is hard. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty cool. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Mike, We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
One last shot now for Mahomes. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions, as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, good night from Kansas City.